Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming to join me today. First of all, apologies for my video that I did on the last one where we started the Christmas journals. My phone ran out of battery. I thought it was fully charged and it wasn't, so schoolgirl error on that one. So you heard me do a big sigh when I realised it was going to run out and I just couldn't plug it in quick enough before the camera switched off. So I thought I would show you, sorry, just reaching, what we did. So just to remind you, we were making these tuck spots. So that opens up that way and it has a pocket just there and it has a pocket there at the top as well. Let me just raise you up a little bit so you can perhaps see a bit more. It has the pocket just there as well. So I've put a little poem in there by Phyllis McGinley, and that was in the book that I had as well. So that's going to go in this journal when I get the front cover, the front page of it put on. So it's got a tuck spot just there, the tuck spot there, and so that will go on there. So I did that. I also finished it off on this one. So if you remember, I showed you that flip that we've got on there, and that was just made out of a book page, and the other journal will have the same. And then I've just finished this one off here. So it's got the pocket there that we made. It's got the tuck spot up there with another Lewis Carroll. That one's a Lewis Carroll poem. And that just goes in there. It's got a tuck spot in there, and I've just put a journaling card on there. A lot of these papers I'm using up my old ones, but these ones, if you remember, are from Amy, and that's Crafty Cat USA. And the main journal pages are Amy's as well. So that went in there, and then I've got that in there. That's a Mrs. Coggs image on there, and some papers that I had left over from last year. And I put some paper in there so that you can write on it. So I did that. So I apologies. I've made sure my phone's fully charged this time. What else have I done in my little basket? I've done a couple of glassine bags, and I've decoupaged, put napkin on the front. So there's one each for going in those journals. So I've got one each for those. And then I've also got these that are going to be a flip out. So that'll go on a journal page and flip. And then it's got a journal card in there. So that'll go on a page. So it'll sit on there like that. And then it'll flip out like that. So you can still write on this or put an image on it if you want to. So there's one each of those as well that I've made to go in. So I'm getting there slowly. So I thought I would just put the camera on and show you what I'm going to do today. I was looking through the Christmas things that I had from last year, and I came across this. I thought it was just a piece of card, but when I looked, I'd obviously been going to make a sort of a flip out of this. And I thought, well, actually, I'll carry on then, and I'll make this into a flip. And I think that I'm going to make it to go, so that probably going to make it so it'll go on the back page like that. And I might do it so that I can either tuck something in there, or yes, it will be tucked in there, because when it opens, that'll be like a writing space. And this is a pocket. So I'll do it as a side loading here and put a tag or something in there as well. So I thought that'll look quite pretty on there. But I thought I might decorate them. That's what I thought. My thoughts. So what have we got? I've got another piece, you see. So I must have been going to make two, because they're cut the same size. So I thought, right, carry on with that. I'm just looking round because I've got out my scoreboard. And the gremlins have took it, so hang on, let's go and find. Yep, the gremlins have took it. It's only my little scoreboard. Well, it's the only one I've got. One day I'll get a big one when I know what I'm doing better. Right, so let's see what we did with this. So this was a piece of I was going to say A12, 12 by 12 paper. It's a thin cardstock, so I think that'll be fine. So let's see where I've scored it. So I'm going to do this the same, aren't I? So it looks like I've got a 1/4 inch. Just trying to figure out. So that's going to be the back. Yeah, so I want a 1/4 inch. Where's 1/4 inch? There, just so that I can close that pocket up. So that's the 1/4 inch there that's going to go fold like that. So then I need this fold, and that was at 3 and I'm going to say 3 3/4. That's quite close enough, I guess. I think I've said before, when I'm making journals, I find it easier to make 2 sometimes because you just duplicate what you're doing. So while you're on a roll making 1 of something, you can make 2. And then I want that to fold back on itself, so I'm going to give it a little bit of space because I want it to close. Yeah, I've got a little gap there, look. So I'm going to go on that one, just so that that will then close over there. And then there's just that little bit there to cut off, so that's fine, isn't it? That worked out well. Let's get that out of the way. So yeah, I need to think about my technology a little bit more, I think. I couldn't believe it when my phone ran out. I thought, typical of me. I was just on a roll, happily making, and then it's gone. That's just about 1/8, isn't it, off there? If you cut that right, Carol, it'll be a miracle. It's about 1/8, isn't it, give or take? There we go. So that's going to open. It's going to be a tuck spot there, a writing space, I think, there. Yep. If you can hear snoring in the background, it's not me, it's my dog. She's laid here. She didn't want to go out the room, so I've left her to it. So what am I going to do? How am I going to decorate these? I did have somewhere a couple of the Tim Holtz. Where have I put those? Do you know? I'm sure there are gremlins here. Right, hang on a minute. Well, would you believe it? They were right under my nose all the time. Typical, isn't it? I've got a couple of these Tim Holtz tag holders. I don't know what they're called. But I don't think they show up particularly well on there. So I'm thinking I might put some paper behind them. I've got all sorts here out on the desk. Don't lose those, Carol. You need them for later. Do I want something plain? Well, that would show up on that, wouldn't it? But that's more for writing, so I don't think I want to use that. That's a bit fussy. I only want to put a bit down here because I'd quite like to still see the robins. So let me see what this looks like. I'm just going to tear a bit off. Again, these are just papers that I had left over from last year. That makes it show up a bit more, doesn't it? And the robins are perhaps after the berries, so I think I will do that on that one. Yeah, I think I will. So I'm going to tear that off. Oh, the next thing is, who's pinched my tear ruler? Let's here, look. Nobody's pinched it, not this time. So I'm going to stick that on there. Oops. I've got a new glue stick, so that'll be nice and firm. They don't seem to go soft until I've used them for a little bit. Oops. Am I in frame? I think so. So that's going to go on there like that. Do you know, for a minute I thought the writing was upside down. It isn't. That would be the end, wouldn't it? Yep, I'm happy with that. That doesn't show up very nicely on that. I like this green. This is one of Amy's papers that she has in her Woodland Santa. I think I'm just going to put that there in the middle. I think I might cut my notch for the top there because that's going to be a pocket. Just there. And then I'll stick this on. This is card, but it's not very thick card, but it'll be fine. Put some glue around it. Get that stuck on. Sorry, gone quiet while I'm trying to... It is quite hard to see when you've got a camera under your nose where you're sticking it. There, I like that. That's on there. So I could glue that down. I'm just thinking, I've doing a lot of thinking today, aren't I? Makes a change. I've got these and I thought I might put that on the front. So I'm just thinking, now I've stuck that on there, I might want to cut that down just a little bit. I was going to put that on the front, you see, and have it as a decoration. It says, "Oh, Christmas tree," and then I've got this image, and I think this might be from Tailor Made Journals, of a little girl with a Christmas tree. Or do I want to put one of Mrs. Cogg's quotes? Peace on earth, partridge in a pear tree, Christmas tree. There we go. Put those there, that there. Yeah, cut a little bit off that. Sorry, I'm jumping about a bit, aren't I? I just had that thought. Did I want to cut it down before I went and glued it together? But I don't think I do. I'm just going to make that a little bit smaller. These quotes and sayings are from Mrs. Cogg's. It's amazing what you find you've got left over from the year before when you look, you know. So I think they will go on there. Yeah, I like that. So I can glue this together. So I'm going to make this into the pocket. Okay. Glue, glue, glue. So I'm going to put glue on this. And then glue across the bottom. And that should just glue quite nicely, shouldn't it? Oops, where's my end? There we go. Just give that a minute just to glue itself shut. And I've got a gap there, which is what I wanted because I don't want it to be too tight a fit. Okay, so then I've got a tuck spot just there that can be a nice pocket. Just looking, I've got this with that little girl in the Santa. That might make a nice tag, mightn't it? Getting ahead of yourself, Carol. Okay, and then I want to decorate the front of this one, so I am going to put that on there. I'm going to put it slightly higher, just because I want to put that Christmas underneath it. Sticky glue page. Save that for later. Get some glue on there. Get it squished down. I think these cutouts that I've got, actually I think this is from Rachel Roxy's Creations, because I can see on Rachel's she has like a border around them, so they're much easier. You kind of fussy cut round the border rather than fussy cutting the whole thing out, which I find a lot easier. So that is definitely one of Rachel's. ink round that a little bit so it's not quite so stark. That on there and the little girl on there. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I'm going to use this stronger glue because I've put these out on card. Well, it's only a fine card stock. I think it's about 120 GSM, so it's not ever so sturdy, but I'm never sure about glue stick with card. There we go, Christmas tree and the little girl. Cute or what? I think it's cute anyway. So I seem to be tripping along quite well with this, these journals. Let's just put her on there, beautiful. And I've just realised it's not a Christmas tree. She's got holly, isn't it? Still, I like it. So we've got that on there. I could leave that plain for writing space. I don't have to put anything on there. Or I could put a little pocket and a tag. I don't know what this is. I was gifted this last year. That might be quite nice actually. And then that can still, thinking, do I want that as just a writing space? No, I'm going to do it as a tag. And I'm going to use one of those because it seemed to fall in my hand, which when that happens, it just wants to be used, doesn't it? So I'm going to do that. Yeah, somebody sent me their, rather than throw away the bits and pieces she had left over from what she had been making, she offered them out on one of the Facebook groups. So I said I swapped a few bits and pieces for her, and then I've got different Christmas papers to use, you see. It's a bit flimsy, isn't it? It's not too bad, but I think I might want to back it slightly, so I'm going to stick it on a piece of paper just so that it's got a little bit more robustness to it, seeing as it's going to be a pocket, a little tuck spot. And actually, while I'm at it, the other one I will use on the other. Yep, I'm going to use that on the other one. Double thinking. Just put that on there again. I have to wait for the glue to dry because I want to round the corner on one corner, I think, and the corner punch that I've got won't punch corners while it's sticky wet. I'm going to cut that with a ruler because I've got it a little bit wonky. It's a wonky donkey. That's better. Yeah, and then that'll be a tuck spot just there. So I like those. Right, they can dry off over there. Fab. That's one. And then this one, I want something for the background for that one. Another piece that's just laying on the desk. I think I quite like that. The blue, a bit of blue. I don't think I like the blue. A little bit of a Christmas tree. That's similar colours actually, isn't it? Just that mean it'll blend in too much? Oh, I like that. Right, let's have a go a bit at this. I think this one is one of Artimaza's papers from one of her kits, and actually that'll make a nice tag, so I'll hang on to that. And I'm just going to tear again. Let's just put the notch in the top of that one as well, just to remind me I need to make a tag for there. I think I might do it so that I've got more of the words showing. That serves me right. I've used my decent scissors for glue, with something that's got glue on. That'll learn me. Helps if you get a straight edge as well, doesn't it? That off there. Right, let's glue that on. Do any of you have a look back? Do you save what you've been using and put it away for the next Christmas, or do you use up everything that you've got? You forget what you put away, I think, sometimes, don't you? There we go. I think that is a little bit overhanging. Very sticky fingers I've got now. I'm just going to cut a fraction off there just so that I lose that little bit that's laying over. Like that. That's that gone. That's nice, and then you can see when you take the cards out that are going to go in here, if I manage to put it on in the right place, you'll see the joyous Christmas, won't you? Let's put the glue on there. Sorry, I think I'm being a bit quiet today. I must be concentrating. That must be it. I'm certainly not gluing in a straight line, I can see that. Right, I think I want to get it so that that joyous is there. There we go. Oh, sticky fingers. So sticky fingers. Yeah, happy with that. And then again on the front of that one, I've got another one of those. Silent Night, this one is. I think I'm being too heavy-handed with my glue. My glue pages aren't lasting more than a couple of goes. There we go. Put that up there. That's straightish. Maybe not. Yep, I think that is straightish. Ish is good. Then I've got these cute children. I think I just need to trim a little bit off there. Will they fit? Well, will you look at that? It's not even straight. Look, what have I done there? It is at the top, not at the bottom. So why isn't it straight there? I don't know, but it will be in just a moment. There we go. I think I want to just take the edge off there. No, I'm not going to, because if I do, that means that these will be even worse trying to fit, won't they? Snip them off just so that they, oops, don't put them on upside down. Oh, that's better, look. They're just going to fit on there then, aren't they? Yep, I like them. And again, they are from Rachel's last year's ephemera set. I don't have her ephemera Christmas set for this year. Move them down a smidge. Yep, I like that. So that's going to open. I haven't closed that pocket, have I? Let's get the pocket closed. Oh, I've left my glue open, so, oh no, it's still working. Don't panic. Just try and hold it down. Sorry if I've been quiet, folks. Concentrating, you see. Now then, did this one stick yet? Yep. So that's a nice pocket in there, look. And this one will be when it sticks. Yep. Just leave that to glue a little minute. I think that's a bit drier now. Corner punch, corner rounder. There we go. Oh gosh, little bits stuck to me all over the place. So that's going to go on there. Still a little bit sticky there, but hopefully it won't glue the pocket shut. Hopefully. Stick that in there and then it won't glue shut. And then this one's going on the other one. How cute is that? I've no idea what these papers are, but they are very pretty. So it's a bit of an eclectic mix of things, isn't it, these journals? But as I say, I've used Amy's kits for the main pages, which are so pretty. I like the old world looking Christmas kits that you get. The glue doesn't want to stick today, does it? I'm just looking for a little thin ruler that I've got. I just don't want that sticky page just to glue stuck. There we go. Okay, so I've done those. I've got 2 done. I think they're cute. Let's have a look, shall we? If we put it on a back page. So I'm going to put it on there. So that's going to open out and it'll have a tag in there. And then, as I say, I'm going to glue 1, 2, 3 and have it as a tuck going in there. So I think that'll be very pretty. So there we go. They're my 2 makes for today. I hope you like it. And I hope that you can join me again soon. Take care. Bye.